to day 23 of my 3D tutorials. First of all, I'm going to do some housekeeping. If you join me partway, into this far into the tutorial series, you can refer to my website www.andrewbooth3d.com. Halfway down contains my first 4 tutorials. Please refer to the tutorials tab for the rest of my tutorial series. Just a reminder, this is the pepper grinder we've been working on. We'll only be doing more like 2 or 3 more tutorials on this grinder, and then we'll be working on a food mixer. So then, as it is, this is the actual. This is my email address. If you require a critiquing or advice, or if you are looking for a 3D artist, you can contact me on a.booth3d@outlook.com. Alternatively, follow me on Twitter on @AndrewBooth3D. So now we've done the housekeeping. It's time to start the actual tutorial. Now, as you remember last time, what we were looking into the UMG. We created this health bar and a text box. Today we'll be looking into binding it, and then we've done the further progression on the actual coding, like health bar, the actual math of the health and what it does if it overlaps. As you know, it was not working too well, so I've looked at what I got and looked at my previous, and I know where I've been going wrong. I've been doing it on the actual object, which is okay and can do it that way, but it's not always efficient. It doesn't always work. So this time I'm actually going to do it on the actual character, the character itself. So all I copied the cut and pasted the actual code into the character. As you can see, this is what we have. It's just a simple cut and paste. Whispin I didn't do it on cameras because a couple of times it was keep breaking Unreal Engine and keep freezing and crashing. So I thought to do it, before the camera. Now, Whispin a loads of errors has come up because this here is talking about the character when we are in the character, so it makes sense. So what we're going to do, first of all, we don't need this because we are in the character anyway. We are talking about the character anyway, so we don't need that. We don't need that. So first of all, what I'm going to do, hopefully, is get one called event process. Event process. We did not have this as the object because this is only in there. So we then cast it to the cast to game to the actual third person game mode. and then promote to variable. The reason we're doing this, so we can actually talk as the controller opposed to the actual character, if that makes sense. We may need to, we not necessarily need to, so call this control ref, and here we do the same here. We do need to cast the third person mode anyway. Promote to variable. Rename game mode ref. Now on here, we don't need on component begin overlap. Delete that. It's begin it's event actor begin overlap. So you set that. And then this is where this come into it. We don't need you or you, but we just select this. Basically what we're doing, we're saying when the event begins, the actor, this actor itself, you get the class of this third person character, we're testing it. We're basically getting another actor, so we're saying basically when the third person overlaps another actor, we then get the class of the other actor, then we test it. And if it is the so then we're saying if is this the sole blueprint, the parent is the child of the third person character, so then it becomes true. If so, it's going to do a sequence. From here, we can do a sequence. Sequencing is really good for timing, and it is necessary. So, sequence. Yeah. I'm going to do the sound in a separate sequence. So we do it like that. Then we move all this down to you. Then we can destroy the actor. and we must specify that it's the actual external actor. So we must specify it's the other actor, like so. And then this will come into play, so then we take the health, like so. We take health. This is the damage. Default health. Set this to float. Compile. Set to as 1. Get. Add another. Oh no, wrong one. Delete. Add a new variable. Call this damage heifer. Compile. Add 0.2. Get. And then from here we're going to take away the target, because the target is going to be self. The target is self. Take this long way. This blueprint is not a third person. Ah, that's right. So this is because it's need to get the reference to the character. So get owner, get pawn owner. The reference is okay. Oh, that's right. So we need to get the reference to the game mode. There you go. That should be fun. That's brilliant. There you go. And then promote this. Actually, no. Delete. Because we need to set the default set. Because that becomes the new default. From here, we're going to print the string. Print the screen. The game mode does not inherit. Well, no, I didn't I clicked the wrong one. It's supposed to be the controller. Cast to cast to the control. That's right, because we haven't actually set up a controller, so we don't need to worry about that. This is what we need to worry about. I'm working on a previous game, so which I did create my own controller. It was a ball game, so I create like a ball asset, then I turn that into the actual player with a torque, and it's able to move, and that's what I was referencing to. So when we play, it should, there you go. It works, but some reason the calculation isn't working. I'm on the print, so I'm going to continue on and work on the UMG. Perhaps it'll work on the UMG. So we go into health. First of all, save all. Must remember to save. It all works fine except the calculations. So actually when I'm here, I'm going to check something out. Health, damage, health, damage, yeah. So that should work. Perhaps new health, try that. Zero. Huh? That should. What? I don't understand. Why is that saying 0? It shouldn't say 0. Because when we do that, it's getting the health from here. Make these public. Default health is 1. Yeah. And that was just 0.2. Edible. Edible. Yeah. So when we take health, no, that doesn't work. It's the same. try it again. For some reason it's still saying 0. Oh well, it may be because we still, maybe it's just a problem with the actual print screen, but we shouldn't be doing that. So we'll continue like it's fine. We bind it, create a new binding on the percentage. It must be on the percentage because that's what's the float for. And you get this. It's basically a function. That's what it is. It is a function. So rename this. This is going to be health bar. And then for this to work, we're going to cast it.
What are you doing?
Cast, can we cast it to
Linda. Why? Why? What have I done now?
get all actors of class
I ain't said a word.
and for the actor we're going to select this the character because that's where it is. So it'll be third person character. For each loop, now I will stress it's not always good to get all actors of class because it costs a lot, especially when you have a lot of actors in the scene, and it's got a process for each one to select a certain actor, so it can be costly. I suppose you can cast it, so cast to third person character. Then get pawn, get player pawn. Like so. Then we can delete all that. That should work. Then as the third person, you promote to local variable. We don't want this to be public. There's a difference between local and normal variables. Local variables is just on this one function, or so it's handy to have it because it costs less, I do believe. I mean, I'm not a technical artist, so you would have to research it in, but that's one thing to do it. And then it's going to be pawn ref, put execution in here. As the pawn, you get the pawn reference, and then you get default health, And this is essentially what it is. This will bind it to the actual, this will actually bind it to the health bar. Health bar binding. No. Okay. The execution path doesn't end with a return node. There you go. So when it does that, you can force it to cast. So when the cast fails, it creates the reference anyway. Because all we want is the actual player reference. It may work. If it doesn't, then we do it the other way, which is less efficient. Because we can easily just take that away. Note, the execution doesn't end with a return. See, when that occurs, get player get my player index. See if that fixes it. See, it still happens the same. So it doesn't matter. That may work, that may not. Oh, I see. It's actually taking the whole lot out. So it's working. As you can see, it's working now. It is working. As you can see, it took out the entire health. Which means it's something to do with this. So now we know it does work. It's something to do with the actual math. For some reason, it's ignoring this. So do it again. Float, take away, float. Get. Oh, we don't want to get. We want set. That's the new how. So everything is working up to this point, as you can see. So it is something to do with here. So what we do, we're taking the hill. I have no idea why it's not working. This is puzzling. What if I hard code it? Hard code it first. 1, no, 2. See if that works. Let's see if hard coding works. No. Of course it won't. Because it does need a default. There you go. Default health is 1. Let's try that point. Let's try it this way. No, it's still doing the same. Assessed. None. Okay. Pass by. Okay. Just like that. Get hell. Let's try it now. Still doing that. By changing it to how it should work. What if it's the wrong way round? Try it that way. Let's see if this works. I'm going to put you on simply so I can see you. As you can see, it's crashed. Luckily it's saved. I think I'm going to end this tutorial here when I look up why it's not working. But as you can see, the actual binding to the actual health bar works, and that's fine. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the substance, how to work the substance and call it out. Also trying to fix that health bar because it is a problem. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you.